All right, so who is Paul? Right now, I'm going through a little bit of a series, going through a multi part series where I talk about Paul's writing and Paul's letter to Ephesus. Right now, I'm talking about through Ephesians chapter 1, and I want to show you guys a little bit about who Paul was, why he wrote, what was his purpose in writing, and what was he trying to get at? What was he trying to write to these people? Why was this so important? Where he was writing at, and why Paul's testimony is so critical. It's so important to understanding the context of who Paul is, who he's become, and what he's doing. So here's a little simple outline, a little bit of a breakdown of who Paul is in Ephesians chapter 1, and just in general of who Paul actually is. So I'm reading from my notes here, and I want to share with you guys a little bit. So right now the author obviously is Paul. While he's in prison, he's actually writing all this. And this is around AD of 60 through 62, and it says, who is Paul in the Bible? That's a question that I'm asking myself while I'm learning with you guys. So a little bit about his background is that he is of Jewish heritage. He has Jewish descent, right? And he was actually born as Saul, and his name was later changed to Paul once he was transformed because he was actually a Pharisee, right? He was a devout Pharisee, right? It says born as Saul of Tarsus, that was his father, and that all that proof is from Acts verse chapter 9 through 11 and Philippians 3 verse 5. Okay, so he was actually he was part of the tribe and tribe of Benjamin. Okay, and he was trained as a Pharisee under the teacher Gamaliel. Acts chapter 22 verse 3. Okay, he was a citizen of Rome. He had Roman citizenship by birth, right? Acts 22 through 28. So this is all the information and all the verses that you can go back to find this proof, to find this evidence and the contextual evidence so that we can learn more about who Paul is, why he wrote, and what was his intentions after he became a Christ follower. A little bit about Paul's occupation, what he did for work. So Paul actually was a tent maker. He was an earth worker by trade, and that you can look for this in Acts chapter 18 verse 3. Okay, so number 2 is in his early life, his opposition to Christianity. So what he did before he was even a Christ follower. And you guys are gonna love this. This is insane. It's horrible about what he did, but you're gonna love the testimony of where Paul came from and now where what he did after for God's work. Okay, so Paul was originally a fierce persecutor of Christians. He approved the stoning, right, of Stephen, who was an apostle of Christ, the first